I'm going live in golden hour. It's amazing. And today we're here to talk about some very important news. Now, this is a deal which I am 99% sure is going to happen. And in this live stream, I'll discuss everything about this deal. And we have some key updates when it comes to this. We have some key updates. We've talked about how Wijnaldum is now Thiago Pinto's priority. This is the deal which Thiago Pinto wants to complete. Over the course of this week, to give Mourinho another top-class player, full of experience. And I'll be honest with you, no one here, realistically speaking, would say no to Wijnaldum. The first thing which I will say, however, which has nothing to do with Gini, is something to do with yesterday when, about the Dybala presentation. It just made me so, proud to support this team. You do not get a presentation, a fan base better than this. And, if you support other clubs, I'm sorry to say, but nothing beats this fan base. And I think when Dybala yesterday was sitting on those stairs, looking at all the 10,000 fans singing the Roma anthem, I already was convinced that Dybala understood already after not even 1 week of being a new Roma player. Immediately, the difference between his old club and his present club. It works like that. And you could see Dybala, he was about to cry. You could see that. So, it's special. And I think everything relates to the owners, because I've said this many times and I would like to say this again. What the owners are bringing back to this team is what they is what this club, what this team, what these fans, what this city at the end of everything really deserves. So, yes, wonderful. It was wonderful, the presentation. I'm gutted I was not in Rome, because otherwise I would have launched myself to it. But unfortunately I'm in Rome. But today let's talk about Gini, because the updates are very simple. The two sides both want to close the deal as soon as possible. And in fact, I think the deal will be closed by this Saturday. Now, why do I say this? I say this, one, because on Saturday, the two sides can have yet another meeting, because both PSG and Roma are going to be in Israel this weekend. Roma to play a friendly match against Tottenham, and PSG to play their French Super Cup against Nantes. So that's the situation. There are going to definitely be more meetings in these next couple of days. Today there has been a key meeting. Dan Fredkin himself, not Thiago Pinto, which is something which emphasizes how much every single part of this team wants to close this deal as soon as possible. Dan Fredkin and Ryan Fredkin both were in Paris today, and they had yet another meeting. Now I'm going to read you Fabrizio Romano's statement, because he is the GOAT of the transfer market. Just to give you a perspective of what's the situation like between the two sides right now. AS Roma and Paris Saint-Germain in direct contact for Wijnaldum. All parties are keen on completing the move, but there's still work to be done on salary / more details. Now, he's also saying Wijnaldum also has other proposals, but he's now giving full priority to Roma as it's his favorite destination. I think, apart from the fact that we discussed already of how the two sides have really got relationships, a winning factor, which I think will be one of the decisive factors of seeing Gini at the Olimpico, will be him and his desire to play for this team. Apparently, some sources are saying that he is willing to lower his wages to sign for Roma. Now, he currently earns around 9 million at PSG, and he's willing to drop his wages at around 7 million, which doesn't seem like a lot, but 2 million is kind of, I wouldn't say a lot of money for this team, because we've seen with the Fredkins that we've evolved in such a way, but it's better for him, especially because if he's determined to join the team and he's willing to lower his wages, he's already gonna be loved not only by the staff members, but by the fans as well, because the fans understand that his determination was to play for the team. So good on him. Apparently, he has lowered his wages, which could potentially mean that the deal can be easier to set. Now, in the last couple of hours, PSG have agreed to let Wijnaldum go on loan to Roma. This is the key update of this deal. You see, we're having little agreements over little agreements, which eventually will build the big agreement and let Wijnaldum, land in Rome, join the team, and join Jose as well. So the situation is this: PSG have agreed to let Wijnaldum go on loan. As much as they've declared that he's not part of their project, they don't need him, and all of this, they have said that as much as they wanted Roma to buy him on a permanent deal, they've understood that Roma is not in a position to buy him on a permanent deal and have opened up to let him go on loan. However, the reason why, realistically speaking, the reason why we still don't have an final agreement today is very simple. Because if these two things which I'm about to talk about in the next couple of minutes were there and the two sides would agree on these things, Gini Wijnaldum would be, right now, a time of speaking, a new Roma player. The things which are still there to kind of be discussed, especially tomorrow and after tomorrow, to try and end this deal by Friday, potentially Saturday, is how the two sides will work together to pay Gini's wages. So the first option was very simple. The first option which Roma put on the table was, I pay 50%, you pay 50%. So it would be around 3.5 million each, because he has lowered his wages to 7 million. So that was the first option that Roma kind of put on the table. But PSG really, have opened up to give him on a loan, and they already did quite a big sacrifice when it comes to this. So they really don't want to pay wages. They really don't want to pay wages which for a player which isn't part of the team anymore. So they want to sell Gini Wijnaldum. No, they want Roma to pay the full 100% salary for Gini Wijnaldum. But Roma, however, and Thiago Pinto especially, is discussing with the PSG board because they want to kind of split the wages in two. Another option, which is an option which PSG still hasn't said yes to, but they're working on, which Roma have presented to, is the fact that he comes on loan, both sides pay 50-50, and if Roma qualifies for the Champions League next season, that automatically means that Roma need to act on that permanent deal and buy him back from PSG. So this is another option which Roma have presented to PSG. PSG still haven't responded to this offer, so we will see what happens in the next couple of days. I always say this, next couple of days. So this is the new option. If Roma qualifies for the Champions League, I think they need to, and they're kind of obligated to pay and get Gini Wijnaldum on a permanent deal, because PSG want to sell him on a permanent deal. That was their initial intention. Now they have opened up for a loan. However, at the end of the first year, they do want Roma to buy him on a permanent one. Now this works out. The reason being why Roma want him on a loan right now is because right now they cannot adopt the growth decree plan, and they can't be helped by this growth decree plan because it ended the 30th of June. So this is why Roma is aiming for a loan in the first season, and then in the second season they can kind of pay Gini Wijnaldum's wages using this help from the growth decree plan, which in Italy every year it runs out the 30th of June. So right now it's a no-no. But you see, sides are getting closer and closer and closer. I think the two sides will not be very far away to finding an agreement in these next couple of hours. As I said before, I think Gini will become a Roma player 99%. And I think this deal will be completed in the next couple of days. Potentially even tomorrow, who knows. But Di Marzio has also confirmed that there are a few little things which the two sides need to still work on. So that is definitely something to say. Now, why do I want Gini Wijnaldum? Why does Mourinho want Gini Wijnaldum? The big word to describe this guy is experience. You know, to aim high in the Europa League, to aim in a good position in the Serie A, you need experience. You know, as much as we are starting a new cycle with very young players, we're a very young team, a lot of experienced players need to be there. Dybala, already bought him, knows how to win the league, knows what Champions League and playing in the Champions League is like. I'm turning blue, I don't know why. Yesterday I was turning black, today I'm turning blue. You know, today I don't have a thunderstorm in front of me, but, you know, it is coming towards sunset. You know, I should have brought my artificial light, but I didn't. So, excuse me for this terrible lighting. Now, so this is definitely why Mourinho, why the club, why even the fans want Wijnaldum. Let's not forget that Wijnaldum is the captain of the Dutch national team. You know, the fact that he's captain of the Dutch national team already puts you on a higher level. You know how to communicate with the team. You know what leadership means, especially when you're playing around players like Virgil van Dijk, like Memphis Depay. You're playing around big players and you're the captain. You know how to communicate and all of this. So this is definitely a tick. You know, he won the Champions League. He won the Premier League. He won basically everything when he was at Liverpool under Klopp. He won the French League last season. He won the Club World Cup. You know, I think the situation is very simple. Wijnaldum to Roma brings experience. And if you put in next to Matic, that's immediate experience in the midfielder section, especially because they're two very different players. One is a slow player who loves playing with his physique. One is a fast player who loves both the defensive side and the offensive side and scores a lot of goals, because Gini does score a lot of goals. So this definitely means, you know, that Mourinho will definitely decide where to play Wijnaldum. But Wijnaldum can play in many different positions in the midfielder section. So this is, you know, today's live stream was all about this. And Wijnaldum, the big thing which I've said is that it's very clear that he wants to join Roma. It's very clear that he only wants the club. He's determined to be there. And already by this, you know that he wants to impress these fans. He's liked another Instagram post, which was the Paulo Dybala presentation yesterday. Why did he like that? The passion of these fans. You see, a lot of these players want to join Roma. Yes, because Mourinho is the coach. Yes, because the project of this team is a very futuristic project. But also because they want to experience what it means to play for this club. And Gini knows that this club has got a massive future, especially if they keep on buying these players. We're going to have a massive future. And this is the situation. Let's read some comments and then I'll end the stream. Oh my god, look at my face. Blue, dabba dee, dabba da. He was admired by Jose when he was a Liverpool player. No wonder he's going for Gini. I'm super hyped. What's your opinion on losing our friendly match against Serie B team even with Dybala on the pitch? Well, the fact that Dybala was on the pitch doesn't change anything, because Dybala has been a Roma player out for 1 week now, and you know, you definitely need time to get to know your teammates, to communicate with your teammates, to maximize communication. I've said this many times and I'll say this again. I really don't care if a friendly match is against Tottenham or if a friendly match is against a Serie B team. I would way prefer, you know, I obviously want the team to win the friendly matches. You know, I'm not here in a position to say that I don't want the team to win friendly matches. But one thing which I'm sure of is that I want the team, if it means losing friendly matches and learning from your mistakes, I would definitely prefer that than winning all friendly matches, thinking you're okay, coming into the season going like, well, I'm great, I won all my friendly matches, who cares about the season, and then flop the season. You know, friendly matches, as much as the big objective is to win, a big objective is also to experiment with new things, experiment with new tactics, experiment with new players which are added in your team. You know, let's not forget that again today Mourinho started a 19-year-old goalkeeper in goal. Svilor isn't good. Svilor, why isn't Svilor good? Because he hasn't got experience. You know, I'm not here in a position to say that Svilor is shite because he's young. But Mourinho started Svilor again, who is... No, not 19. He's 21 years old. So, he's young. You see, yes, I want the team to win these friendly matches. But if it means learning from your mistakes, experimenting with your tactics and all of this, and losing the friendly match, than winning everything, coming into the season going like, I'm great, you know, won friendly matches, now no one can beat me, and then you lose all the matches, that's where problems come. So these friendly matches are important, and I can feel the frustration from many fans, but it's all about experimenting. It's all about experimenting with new tactics and getting these new players to orientate in the team. Obviously, speaking of friendly matches, we've got 2 friendly matches left. One this Saturday in Tel Aviv, Israel against Tottenham, where Dybala should play again, should start again to grab more, minutes in his legs. And then the 7th of August, back at the Olympico with 40,000 seats already confirmed against Shakhtar Donetsk, which will be more than a friendly match. You know, we all know what Shakhtar Donetsk are living. We all know what Shakhtar Donetsk and that country is living, so it's more than a friendly match. So, ladies and gentlemen, many of you are buzzing about Wijnaldum. I will keep you updated in the next couple of days. I think an agreement will be found very soon. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash the subscribe button. Let's try and get 5,000 subscribers by the start of the season. Also, don't forget to smash the like button in this video and follow me on Instagram or there in the orange box or at Simon Lowerscore, ASR Lowerscore, and comment in the comments your impressions of Gini, most probably 99% becoming a new Roma player this season, as well as Paulo Dybala. I'll catch you soon. Simon out.